afternoon, guys. Welcome to Shay's Tube. Thank you for coming in. Today is Friday, y'all. It's Friday wrap up, y'all. It's Friday wrap up, and what's up with you guys? Um, Today is the August the 25th, 2023. Y'all, we don't. I think we have about a couple more weeks of summer left, so make sure y'all do some fun things because fall time, one of my favorite seasons, is approaching, and I can't wait to go ahead and decorate a little bit for fall. I just bought yesterday. I went to Home Goods and bought a cute little pillow to put up on my little stool and stuff. And I bought me spoon rest, a pumpkin spoon rest for my stove, and I bought some fall candles. So I can't wait to decorate for fall and everything. But anyway, y'all, again, happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday, and we are all here and doing good. I hope you're doing good anyway. And thank you for tuning in. All right. So let me go ahead and do the first thing first so I won't forget to do it because I will forget to do it. Let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer because y'all know how I be when I get on this deck on computer. I forget about the copyright disclaimer, which is very important. Anyway, the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education. That entire copyright disclaimer is in the description area of this video, will be in the comment area, and part of it is scrolling across this screen. Okay? Okay. And welcome to all of my new subbies, and thank you to all my subbies that been with me since day one. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Also, y'all don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like what you're hearing, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any and upcoming videos, and subscribe to the channel. All right. Oh man. Okay. Also go check out my other videos that I did. I'm actually going to put up that I still haven't did the Los Angeles full video yet. So I will try to put that up sometime this weekend. Okay. Sometime this weekend. And in that video, guys, I also showed y'all where they filmed Freddy Krueger's movie at, the house that they use and things like that. At least part of it, not all of it, but the house in the neighborhood. And I took you guys on Rodeo Drive at night. It's really beautiful. So I'm gonna put that video up. I may just put music throughout the entire video because sometimes when I be on camera, I wasn't on camera. I was on camera, but I'll forget. And I'd be saying stuff. So a lot of stuff I had to edit out that video because y'all would be like, what is Shay's Tube talking about? Because my ass be saying some things when I'm not on camera. So I think I'm probably going to put music over that, in that video instead of me talking and stuff, Y'all got to realize when I talk, my family members are used to the way I talk, so they don't get offended by the way I talk at times. But other people may hear me say certain things to get offended. So I did take out most of it, but some of it I may not have taken out. So I may just go ahead and just do music all the way throughout the video. I don't know for sure yet because I got to pick one that I won't receive a strike or a claim on. And I looked at YouTube music, Mr. Trip. It's not. I mean, some of it's good, I guess, but yeah, I wish I could do Sierra and Chris Brown's song because I like it, but I don't know. But I will put the video up, and once I listen to it again, if I'm not saying weird stuff, then I'll leave me in there talking. Plus my little kids be saying some stuff too. Y'all may be like, okay, they being disrespectful, which they don't be. It's just the way we talk to each other. So it just depends. I may and I might not. Other than that, let me tell you what we're going to talk about today. Today we are going to be talking about Khalil Reaver. Okay, that serial killer who was going around, online serial killer. He was meeting people online and then killing them. He thought he was slick. He thought he was super slick, and he thought he wasn't going to get caught, and he did. Okay, he did fool him for a minute though. All right, and then we're going to be talking about. I forgot the little boy's name already, y'all. Let me go to his name. God, I'll be forgetting these kids' names because there's so many. We're going to talk about the missing case of Kyron. That's a pretty name, Horman. Okay, a young child who became missing some years ago. Okay, and that will be the last missing person that I will discuss for a minute. This week, I just basically talked about people becoming missing and it never was found. All right, and we would just be basically just addressing that foolishness last night And that's going to be it, guys. So I'm going to try to do 1 hour. I may go over a little, maybe about 30 minutes, because I do got to get out of here and finish getting dressed. So I'm going to try to keep this at 1 hour if possible. Y'all, again, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this video. Also, hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. And subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And thank you to everybody who is in the bushes watching. Anybody who come in my channel. People are at work today and watch other people's channels. So, if they come over here, they do. If they don't, they don't. I'm sure people will watch this video. All right. I like that StreamYard, what's the name, logo up there. That's why I got it up there for right now. All right. It's cute. It's really cute. But anyway, let's go ahead and get ready to do this. I don't think I'm going to address any breaking news today. Besides, we know that wrestler died. Forgot his name again, but I may talk about that for a minute because I used to watch wrestling, and I remember him as well, from watching it with my son. I think his name is Bray Wyatt or something like that. Yeah, pretty young when he died, But I may talk about him or whatever the case is. I don't know for sure yet if I have enough time. If not, I'll just do a brief thing about him and let it be. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and do. Let me take this off here. Hold on, y'all. Let me go ahead and do the reaction time where we're talking about these missing cases, this missing case of this little boy and the serial killer. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. So anyway, I think I want to cover the serial killer first. Okay. Khalil. 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 It may be Khalil. So I think it is Khalil, okay, if I'm not mistaken. This is a picture of the guy right here. This is him right here, okay? And I think that's him as well down there, okay? All right, okay, so, all right, let me dress this chick. Okay, hold on, y'all, for 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Every time I get on this thing, people be texting me and stuff, and I have to reply back real quick. Not to everybody, but to some, I do. All right. So Khalil, I'm just gonna call him K. So Khalil or K, I'm just gonna call him K because this is be a trip. Hold on. Was an Orange County, New Jersey resident. Okay. His last name is Reaver, so I think I'm gonna say his last name. Anyway, y'all, he lured his victims using dating apps, okay, between August 2016 and November 2016. Anyway, he used dating apps and killed 3 women, and he attempted to kill a 4th woman. All right, and actually, he may have started doing these crimes before that. All right. However, I think that 4th person had a friend who created a fake account and lured Wheeler Reaver to a meeting before notifying police. All right. So I'm going to tell you guys about him real quick. Let me go to his actual story so you guys can hear a little bit more about this guy, how he encourages victims to meet him on social media. Since he wasn't an ugly dude, it probably wasn't really hard. A lot of people just look at looks and be ready to meet you. You say a couple things sexual, they be ready to meet you. Okay, let's keep it real. Or you tell them you're going to give them some money, or you're going to treat them out to dinner, or take them to a movie, or pay some bills. They're just going to meet you. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't hard for him to do this. Okay. I don't want it. Let's see. Here we go. So wait, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to go past this right here. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. So Wheeler, I'm gonna call him Wheeler or either Reaver. Okay. Wheeler, like I said before, was going online, hooking up, linking up with people. Okay. Anyway, after a girl by the name of Sarah Butler became missing, the police start to investigate him. Okay. Sarah Butler was a 20-year-old college student who met Weaver through the social media site called Tag. Now, I have never even heard of Tag before. Anyway, before their meetup, she texts him the faithful message, "You're not a serial killer, right?" Anyway, her body was later found in Eagle Rock Reservation in West Orange, hidden behind a pile of sticks and leaves. Wheeler would arrange sexual encounters with the women and attack them before wrapping their faces with tape and strangling them with articles of clothing. Now, didn't I just tell you he probably was using that sexual stuff or either buying them something to convince these chicks to meet up with him because he wasn't an ugly dude. Okay. And some of these girls will go ahead and meet these dudes just for sexual hookups. Okay. Now, this guy often targeted prostitutes or women interested in the sex trade because he thought the victims would not be noticed. Okay, that's what the prosecutor said. He killed Robin West, allegedly, 19, of Philly, Joanne Brown, 33, of Newark, and I don't know if that's all. I think that's who he killed that I have in this article. It could be more. Anyway, West disappeared in August 2016 and was found a month later in an abandoned building in Orange that had been set ablaze. Brown was found strangled in December 2016 at a vacant home in Orange, not far from where Weaver lived. Okay. His fourth victim, Tiffany Taylor, escaped, and that's how he got himself caught. She woke up in the back seat of a car, handcuffed with duct tape covering her head and over her nose and her mouth, and was being raped. She managed to escape after she convinced him to go back to the Rick's Motel in Elizabeth to retrieve her phone. So let's go ahead and go and see. I'm not going to go over his conviction, his charges of stuff yet or anything like that. I just want to just tell you guys about him real quick, okay? Hold on for a second, y'all. Hold on for 1 minute. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, he did murder 3 women, and he attempted to murder the last person. Okay. This dude was born in 1996. I will tell you, he got 160 years of prison, and he was doing his crimes between November 2016. Okay. And he had 3 to 4 victims, like I just said. All right, let's see. So let me let y'all hear this video of someone talking about this serial killer, okay? And then I'll finish going back to telling you about it. Hold on. Hold on for a second. And the Copyright Act is up for this purposes. We are using this video for educational purposes only and to give our opinions. And that's basically it. So let me show you real quick. First, let me let this person go off of my thing. Damn. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Let me let her go all the way back over. We're gonna let me turn it. Okay, y'all ready? Hold on. Shit. Okay.
American serial killer named Khalil Wheeler Weaver, who used dating apps to catfish and stalk his victims into their final moments. He often used his phone to explore details on how to become a police officer and did research.
See, he thought he was real smart. He was doing the most, trying to outslick the authorities, but he messed up with that fourth victim.
On how he could pass the required exams. But he also used his phone to look up homemade poisons to kill humans. He started to call out to women on dating apps, targeting he believed wouldn't turn him down, and women with strained family relationships who he thought wouldn't be missed. This is where his 88-day killing spree began. They brought his
88 days of killing women, okay, and doing other things to them before he killed them. And you would look at this guy and you would think that this guy would not be doing these type of activities. This is why I say you cannot trust certain people, period. And you need to really get to know a person and check them out before hooking up with them, and certainly before engaging in sex and stuff like that.
internet search history that included hits like ways to kill people with bleach from his phone, or the not so coincidental location matchups that he had to locations of all of the dead bodies because he had kept his phone on the entire time. Weaver was.
And that's stupid as heck. Okay, so I don't understand why people go around recording themselves and then they leave these things where the police can find them or trace this stuff. I don't understand why they do this. Why do people record criminal activities, okay, so they can get themselves in some situations? They think because they switch SIM cards and all this other bull crap that they try to do, they think that, FBI cannot still find out what was said, which they can, okay? There's a lot of things you have to do to erase everything, you know what I'm saying?
Found unanimously guilty by a jury and sentenced to a 160-year sentence for the murder of the 3 women and attempted murder of a 4th. We're talking about an American serial killer.
This is that weirdo, like I said before, who enjoyed going around doing all the crimes that he was doing with these women, okay? Point blank. This is what I be talking about when I tell people to be careful when they meet people online, especially because you never know who you may hook up with. Even when you meet them in person, though, the same thing applies. You never know who you may hook up with, so that's why it's very important to know who you're talking to. All right. And that's just point blank. So anyway, like I said, that first person that he killed actually was joking around with him when she said, "You are not a serial killer," right? And it turns out that he was. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what he was. Okay. Like I was telling you before, when he met up with Sarah, she became missing, obviously, that night. Sarah borrowed her mom's van to see a friend. That's what she told her mom or whoever. When police later searched through records on the social media network tag, they found that Reaver had previously offered her $500 for sex. I just told you offer people money or take them out or shopping, or if women are looking just for sex, you mention that and you look halfway decent, it's easy to lure people in. Okay. Anyway, the police believe that Butler was Weaver's last victim. They don't think she was his first. Okay. And I think I said that was his first, according to another article. So like I said, when you read different articles, they say different things. Okay. The next person, the body of 19-year-old Robin Daphne Mitchell West, was found in an abandoned house in Orange, New Jersey on September the 1st, 2016. She had been raped, strangled, and set on fire. Was she alive? That's what West's mother wondered. Did she fight? What were her last words? Though West's body was found on September the 1st, it took more than 2 weeks for police to identify her charred remains, which weigh less than 60 pounds. Wow. Through dental records. In the meantime, another woman had gone missing. On December the 5th, y'all, contractors found the decomposing body of Joanne Brown. And I think this is Joanne Brown right here, the one that he killed. Let me show y'all what she looked like. They didn't show a picture of the other girls. I don't see one anyway. That is Joanne Brown. And her house was found in a vacant house in Orange. She had tape over her eyes and mouth and a jacket tied around her neck like a ligature. She was last seen alive on October the 22nd, getting into a car with Weaver. Okay, let me see if they showed a picture of the other girls. They didn't. Between the disappearance of Joanne Brown and the discovery of her body, Wheeler Weaver selected another target. Tiffany Taylor was several months pregnant. She didn't have a place to live and she needed cash. She met up with Wheeler. She said after he offered her money for sex via the tag social media app. According to her testimony, the two of them drove around for some time before Taylor was struck in the back of the head. When she woke up, she was handcuffed and Wheeler Weaver was raping her. And I guess he got off just taking because if he had already paid her for sex, she would have had it with him. So he just probably got off on, you know, um, forcing himself on a person and she resisting or whatever the case is. And then, of course, he was, you know, like to assault women. Anyway, she was eventually able to convince her attacker to drive her back to her hotel room on the pretext that she had left her cell phone inside, which contained evidence of their communications. Once she was inside the room, however, Taylor locked Wheeler Weaver out and called the police. She was smart. Though she had managed to pull one hand out of the handcuffs, Taylor still had them hanging from her wrists when the police arrived. In spite of this, they didn't believe her story. That's crazy. They thought I was lying, Taylor later said, claiming that the police seemed more interested in pinning a prostitution charge on her. She was the only one of Wheeler Weaver's victims who survived to tell the tale. In spite of her claims against him, he remained free to prey on his last victim. So this is Joanne, again in another picture. So Joanne is the one that got, no, Joanne was found dead, okay? So this is another picture of Joanne, I guess, right here. Let's see if this is the same girl. Don't look like the same girl, but they claim this is Joanne. It doesn't look like the same girl. I'm just going to still show you the picture. Because, you know, people do look different, you know, when they do their hair different, when they put on makeup and things like that. So he killed Joanne, okay? Okay, so this is Sarah Butler right here, okay? This is Sarah Butler right here, one of his other victims, okay? Like I said, soon after Wheeler Weaver contacted Sarah Butler, who was a college student. Butler was home for Thanksgiving when Wheeler Weaver convinced her to meet. She had been missing for 5 days when her family and friends hacked into her tag account. That's sad. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this. Okay. There they found records of her contact with Wheeler Weaver. Rather than going to the police right away, however, they created a fake account and reached out to Wheeler Weaver, arranging a meetup at a Panera Bread. And that's where they should have beat the shit out of him at. I'm telling you, they really should have. Anyway, only they weren't the ones who arrived. Instead, police met Wheeler Weaver and questioned him. But even then, they did not place him under arrest. He wasn't taken into custody until nearly a week later. He was very convincing, I guess, to the police. That's why I say he thought he was a smooth operator. He thought he was super slick, okay? Anyway, when Wheeler Weaver was finally arrested for Butler's murder, police began to go through his records and they found data connecting him to the other killings, not only to the women themselves, but to where their bodies were found. Because again, he was leaving, evidence because he recorded everything with his stupid ass. Okay, who does that? All right, that's very dumb. You know, if you get caught, if the police questioning you or start investigating, they are going to find computer stuff or a phone or something to tie you into the crime. Anyway, during his trial, prosecutors argue that Wheeler Weaver used dating apps to find and to lure his victims. He was preying on sex workers and people who was homeless. Okay, and no one would care. That's why he was like, targeting these type of people. But he was wrong because some people do care about prostitutes and homeless women. Okay. In a 2019 trial, Reaver was found guilty not only of 3 counts of murder, but also kidnapping, attempted murder, and aggravated sexual assault of Tiffany Taylor, as well as aggravated arson and 3 counts of desecration of a human remains. What does that mean? Desecration of human remains. He was sentenced to 160 years in prison. Okay. And the judge said the purpose of this sentence is that this defendant never walks free in society again. Okay. This defendant absolutely lacks remorse. Okay. According to Wheeler Reaver, however, that wasn't the case. Throughout his trial, he maintained his innocence, claiming that he had been framed for the crimes. Despite the testimony of Tiffany Taylor, I do feel sympathy for the victims, Weaver said. My heart goes out to the family and friends. However, I was not the person who committed these crimes. Okay, well, maybe he was got a split personality. Maybe he's crazy. Maybe the other person inside of him did this. Okay, because I'm sure if he, did the R thing to these people, they probably took DNA samples from the ones that they could, and then they probably took it from him as well. Anyway, another victim, Maui Dumbia. This is her right here. This is another victim. Hold on, y'all. It takes me a time to get to this thing to show this picture. On May the 9th, 2019, police found the remains of a 15-year-old Maui Dumbia, I think that's how you pronounce her name, I'm not sure, in an abandoned house in Orange, New Jersey. She had been missing since 2016, y'all. She was missing. Hey, Don Play, thank you for coming in. She was missing for a long time, y'all, 3 years. And her remains were so decomposed by the time they were found that it took a long time to identify them. That's sad. 15 years old. Once authorities knew that they had the remains of Maui, however, they began connecting her to Wheeler Weaver, who they said solicited her for sex leading up to October the 7th, 2016, when he picked her up and she was never seen alive again. And see, it's easy to solicit younger kids, okay? Especially when you're offering them money because they like, what the heck? Nobody would know. I get that quick $500, get this little boy some sex, and I'm done. But she was wrong that time, okay? Because he was a killer. Anyway, as Weaver sat in his prison cell, prosecutors were bringing a fourth murder charge against him, citing extensive digital evidence linking Wheeler to to Maui's death. In March of 2022, Weaver was not only indicted on the fourth murder charge, but also on charges of attempted sexual assault of a minor, endangering the welfare of a child, and another charge of desecration of human remains. What does that mean, desecration of human remains? I'm about to look that up. I wish I had my other phone here. I actually can get it real quick. Let me see what that is. Because I hope he wasn't having, I don't know what that means. We're going to see what that means in 1 second. Let me get my other phone so I can see. Because I'm really interested in finding out what does that mean before I say what I think it means. He's a weirdo. You look at him, he don't even look like a weirdo. That's why I say you cannot trust these people. I don't care what they look like, how much money they got. I don't care what job they do. I just do not care what color they are, what age they are. These people are weird as crap, y'all. And I'm not going to lie. And you really got to be careful out here. I don't even know how to operate this phone. I just got another phone just for being at home. And child, I'm going to tell y'all straight up, I haven't even touched this phone, but maybe one time. It's just a backup phone I got, just in case my phone goes out or whatever the case is. Oh my God, I hope I don't have to do all this stuff because I'm not finna add no count. All I want to do is look up this information. You got to do all this other bull crap before you even do it. I don't know why they be doing all this. But I may tell you guys what it is in a minute. Do you know what desecration of human remains is? Done, play. Let's see. Let me see if I can go on Google. I can ask. Look, they keep on talking about add a damn account. Use without Google. I'm gonna use it without Google account real quick because I don't want to add no account right now. I'm gonna have to make up a whole nother account. I just want to look this up. That's how they be getting all that information from you guys when you keep out to put all your information in these phones when you start using them. What did I say? What is? I want to see what this is. What is desecration of human? My ass cannot type for real, y'all. Man, human remains. I'm not talking about typing. I type fast. I'm talking about I be hitting other keys. Okay, that's what I be doing. Okay, so let's see. Um, okay, so I guess he was just messing with the human remains. They don't ever answer the question where they go through the whole thing. But just looking at everything, I'm thinking that means messing. Okay, messing with human remains, parts of that person's body or whatever the case is. Yeah. Let me make sure, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure. I should have said define. Damn, no, let me see. Define. Oh, God, this phone. It's just a basic phone, too. Let me see. Let's see. Because I'll never use it. It's just emergency. That's it. Define. Let me say define. Maybe it'll give me a better thing. Okay, so it means any act committed after the death of a human being, including but not limited to dismemberment, disfigurement, mutilation, burning, or any act committed to cause the dead body to be even worse. You know what I'm saying? So I guess when he burned that body up, that's why they say that. That's exactly what that is. I wanted to make sure because I thought it was something else at first. Anyway, he was also charged with, I already told you all his charges: attempted sexual assault of a minor, endangering the welfare of a child, and another charge of desecration of human remains. And he was charged with murder, on 4 counts of murder. Okay. Anyway, prosecutor says that Weaver contacted Maui online and solicited her for sex. He then picked her up at her family home in Newark on October the 7th and took her to the abandoned house where her body was eventually found. There he assaulted her and strangled her to death, much like he did his other victims. They need to edit this, okay? Anyway, they are asking the question: was the case mishandled? The police were widely criticized because of the way they were handling the case. And they claimed that one woman should still be alive if police had taken the initial charges of Tiffany Taylor, the one he took to the hotel room, more seriously. You remember, he took her to the hotel room and did whatever he did to her. And hold on. Sorry, y'all. I think that's the one he had in his back seat or something. I can't remember. And then he took her. She had to go to the hotel room, right? She tricked him and told him that she left the phone at the hotel room, that had some incriminating evidence on it. So he went on and took her back to the hotel room, and she locked him out of the door and called the police. And when the police came, they took her statement, but they didn't really believe her. They was more interested in her committing prostitution crime. And so they basically let that dude go. And if the police would have did their job then and looked him up and talked to him and just took that lady's charges, what she was saying about him more seriously, they could have just, probably prevented the next killing. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't do their job. I don't know why. They usually when people of color do something and somebody call on them, they usually be questioning them and doing the most. I wonder why they didn't do it with him. That's crazy. That's very strange. And clearly he probably don't have no real remorse, because even in the courtroom, he was claiming he didn't do it. And like I said, maybe he didn't do it because maybe he had some psychological problems wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? You just never know what these people be thinking. Or either he's just trying to manipulate people. You know what I'm saying? This is a picture of him again. I think I showed you this before. This is his dude, so I can see why women would have been, conned by him. He's a manipulator. Wasn't ugly, 25 years old. Probably spoke good and stuff, and they just really didn't think he would be a killer. You know what I'm saying? Even that one girl joked about it, and end up being killed. So I don't know, y'all. Like I said, um, it's just crazy how people just go out and do these things to people and just kill them like they are nothing. And again, these women ages are Sarah Butler, 20, Robin West, 19, Joanne Brown, 33, and then you have the 15-year-old girl that she got a no, he killed her too, right? The 15-year-old girl, which is crazy. Okay. Anyway, again, like I said, he was sentenced to 160 years in the New Jersey State Prison. He has no early release. He won't be eligible for parole until he do 145 years. So, good and damn well, he's never getting out of prison. He's so young. He's so stupid. You know, 25 years old. He's going to spend the rest of his life. He won't be able to have kids, get married, do anything because he chose to do what he did. And he probably isn't crazy. Let's keep it real because he did, you know, target his victims. He did target people who was either a prostitute or just homeless chicks that he thought people wouldn't care about. You know what I'm saying? He thought he would get away with this. And that wasn't the case. And I just want to say my condolences are expressed out to all of the victims, relatives and friends and things like that. And I'm glad that justice was done um, on this dude because he definitely needs to be incarcerated forever. Okay. And I mean forever because it's just ridiculous what he was doing. Um, Young as hell, chose to do some weird shit versus getting a real career, getting some help because clearly he has some problems going on as well. He may not be crazy because I'm pretty sure they probably checked him for that, but he got other problems going around because normal people don't go out, kidnapping people, raping people, killing them, and things like that. They just don't do it. All right, so let me know what you think about this dude. And what you think about it, and what you think about his sentence. Do you think it's fair? Do you think they should have put him to death? Hey, Adam Fierce, thank you for coming in. Or do you think that 160 years in prison is the right sentence? I actually don't believe in the death penalty unless it depends on the case for me. Because like I'm saying, like the little cupcake situation, I think them two need to be put to death. And certain crimes really constitute death penalty. But being in prison forever for the rest of your life, that is a death penalty too. Because no one wants to be. Just imagine you being in a cell, right? You can't do what you want to do. They tell you when to go to bed. They give you the food. You can't pick out the food you want. You can't eat no more steaks, no more lobster, no caviar. Let me stop. Who wants to eat caviar? You know what I'm saying? No, what's the name? What is it called? Calamari. I can't remember how you pronounce that. You can't eat that. I had it before. I don't like it. You can't eat no stuffed crabs, none of that. You got to be up aside. You can't eat no chicken like you want to. You can eat the chicken they fix, but it's not gonna be the same type of chicken that you fix at home. You can't barbecue unless they do a special day. I don't know if they do barbecue in prison. You can't do none of these things. You can't have sex with your woman, probably with the men there, but not with no, woman. You know what I'm saying? You can't go get a pedicure, a manicure. You can't you can get a haircut there, but you can't get that same haircut you would get out on the street. You got to be locked up in a cell with this other dude. If you do something wrong, you're in that little hole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know how people can spend a long time in prison. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he can go work out, I guess. He can go to the library, but damn, it's going to get boring after a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? But so that's why I said being in prison all of these years is like a death sentence. Hold on for a second. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to give my daughter the card to pay for this groceries. Okay, so yeah, you can't do anything when you're incarcerated like that. You know what I'm saying? You can have visitors, but you can't have no sexual visitors or anything unless they start doing that in prison. I don't know. Um, it's just you got to take your medicine. If you have a prescription or something, they make you take that medicine. It's just some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Who want to spend a life sentence in prison around the same or different men all the damn time? Unless you like men or something like that. It may be your fantasy to go to prison and be with a bunch of men. I don't know, but he probably thought he would never. Why are they charging this much?
I don't know. She said sometimes they do that.
For what reason? Hold on for a second, y'all. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that, y'all. Share that. Okay, this about I got a splitting headache for this groceries and stuff, but again, I still think the prison sentence of 160 years because nobody lives that long is a good ass sentence. Okay, it's like it's gonna be hell in a cell, hell in a cell, hell in a cell, hell in a cell. Okay, that's what it's gonna be. But anyway, that's it for that story, guys. Again, my condolences are expressed out to the victims' families and friends, and justice is served on this dude as it should be. All right. Now we're gonna go over the next story. Let me get a drink of water real quick because my mouth is dry. As a matter of fact, let me take my vitamin real quick, y'all. Hold on for a second. I have to stay on schedule because I forget to take all these damn vitamins and stuff. Wait. Okay. Now we're going to go over another sad case of this little boy, which is really sad, y'all. I really hate talking about kids being disappearing. Oh my God, here she comes again. What now?
Nothing.
Okay. I had to mute that, y'all, because in case I be saying some stuff. I told you I play around with my kids and they play around with me, but some people be like, damn. So I have to mute certain things. Let me tell her things. Okay, so we're gonna go over this next article. 1 second. Give me a second here. Okay, here it is right here. So anyway, this little boy, Kyron, almost like my name, Sharon Horman, who disappeared in 2010. He hasn't been found since having been seen or anything. He was last seen at school with his stepmother, Terry Horman. His mother, Desiree Young, filed a lawsuit against Terry for kidnapping Kyron. This is crazy. Oh, thank you, Don. Okay, so this is an update. I don't know. Maybe I should tell you about when he was disappeared first. Let me do that first. Let me tell you about that first, because I always go into the update first. Kyron, that's a pretty name, man. I hate he got whatever happened to him. I hate that it happened. Okay, and I hope that stepmother didn't do it either, because it sounds kind of already strange. Okay, it really does already. Be perfectly honest about that. Okay, so here we go. Wait a minute. I don't want to go right there. So let's see. We don't want to go here. Let's see. So let me go on this one right here and tell you about it. Okay, so this is Kyron back then. Okay, I don't know how people kill little kids. Those type definitely need to be on a death penalty for real, for real. Okay, so Kyron was born on September the 9th, 2002 at St. Vincent Hospital in Portland, Oregon. His parents were Desiree Young and Kane Horman. Kane was working as an engineer for Intel at the time. Desiree had been married before, and they claim she had a child during her first marriage. Okay. Anyway, Desiree and Kane split up for good when she was 8 months pregnant. Desiree said the split was due to irreconcilable differences. After Kyron was born, the two parents shared custody. That arrangement seemed to be working well until Desiree was diagnosed with kidney failure in 2004. Desiree often traveled to Canada to get treatment for her illness. Due to her health, Kane took over full custody of Kyron. Desiree, though, was always involved in Kyron's life, even when she didn't have custody. Anyway, Kane remarried a woman named Terry Moulton in 2007. Kyron would have been around 5 at that time, okay? Terry was also a substitute teacher from Oregon, from Roseburg, Oregon. Kane and Terry had known each other for years. They first got together when Kane was still with Desiree in 2001. That's why I don't like those male and female friendship things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some men can have female friendship, but for the most part, some of these men can't. You can't trust them with them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it stated they were in the process of divorcing when Kane and Terry first linked up. Okay. Anyway, they also said allegedly Terry and Desiree were friends for years, and Terry originally moved in with Kane to take on the role as caregiver for Kyron. Now, here's a little bit of background information into Terry. Terry was born on March the 14th, 1970, and she grew up in Roseburg. She is the daughter of two teachers, Carol and Larry Moulton. She graduated from Roseburg High School in 1988 and went to Umpqua Community College, where she met her first husband, Ron Tarver. They married in 1991 in Roseburg. Terry and Ron had a son, James Logan, who was born January 26, 1994. The couple the couple divorced in 1995, and then in 1999 they appeared in court over a child support dispute. Court documents indicate that Ron did not pay child support between 1996 and 1998. By that time, Terry had remarried. She married a man named Richard Ecker in 1996. He legally adopted James in 1998. The couple split up, and Richard paid over $500 a month in child support for years because he legally adopted James. Okay. Anyway, back to Kane and Terry. Their wedding was held in Hawaii on April 2007. Kane bought Terry a brand new Mustang as a Mother's Day gift the same year. And he stated something shiny for the driveway. Or either she wrote that under one of her pictures on Facebook. I guess the picture of the car. And then she said, yes, Kane is all that in a bag of chips. Okay, they giving a license plate. I'm not going to give you guys all of that, okay? Anyway, they ended up having a daughter in 2008 named Kiera. That's a nice name. The Horman family was very into the Horman family was very into K names. Kane and Terry chose Kiera as it represented the family tradition. Some other family member names also began with the K, and I'm not going to go through all of that. I don't even know why they got this all on here. Anyway, Terry was a competitive bodybuilder, and there is a lot of information online about her career. She also was in trouble in the past. In 2005, she was arrested for drunk driving, and her son was in the car with her. She had a blood alcohol level of 0.15%, and she was then charged with DUI and reckless child endangerment. She pleaded guilty and took a diversion course, okay? Anyway, the Horman family were said to be a close-knit family. They apparently enjoyed playing board games, going bowling, and traveling. In 2009, they went to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida, all together. Somebody said they were very nice people. This is according to Adam Farber, who runs a swimming school and taught Kyron to swim and work on his strokes with James, Terry's son. And they all fit in very well. That's what he said. Anyway, Terry stopped teaching when Kyron was young so she could focus on motherhood. She stopped teaching and subbing so she could be with Kyron during his preschool and toddler years. And this is according to Jamie Finster, who is a friend from junior high school who worked with Terry in the school district. Okay. When Kyron started school, it was at Skyline Elementary School near Forest Park in Oregon. Skyline is a K through 8 school that has over 300 students enrolled. Okay. Kyron seemed to be a great student. He had been put into an advanced math placement class. He was also learning sign language, and all of that really came natural to him, okay, naturally to him. Anyway, things was going pretty good for the entire family. They were all getting along in their co-parenting situation, and all the kids got along very well. Kyron was 7 years old on June the 4th, 2010. He usually rode the bus to school every day. However, y'all, Terry had planned to drive Kyron to school on June the 4th. He had prepared a project, including a large trifold project board about red-eye tree frogs, and was excited to show off his project to his stepmom that morning. Kyron and Terry had to arrive at the school early so that she could see his project. Also, allegedly, they said Terry purposely drove Kyron so that she could bring his big project home in the truck. She apparently didn't realize that the science fair was going on all day, so she couldn't take it home. Anyway, Kiara was also with Terry and Kyron on this day. The trio arrived at the school at around 8 a.m. They went to Kyron's classroom and dropped off his coat and his backpack. They all then went to the gymnasium where the science fair was being held. So this is him at the science fair, looking happy as ever. Cute little boy. Damn. Anyway, Kyron was excited about showing off his project about frogs to his stepmom, to his friend. He even snapped a picture in front of his project, which I just showed you guys. Okay, that's sad. Kyron was definitely at school this day. Terry and Kyron were seen by multiple witnesses during this time by students and staff members who would later recall seeing the two at around 8:15 that morning. The science fair began to wrap up for parents at about 8:45 a.m. Terry has said that she saw Kyron walking to his first class as she left with her daughter. He told her, "I'm going back to the classroom, Mom," and she waves to him and left. That's what Kira Moulton, Terry's mother, said. She thought he was safely at school just like he is every day. All the children were meant to go into their classroom and divide up into smaller groups. Each group was supposed to tour the science fair with a chaperone. Afterward, when they returned to their class for a roll call, Kyron wasn't there. He was marked absent for the day. So where did he disappear to? Okay. Now, after Terry left the school, she started to run some errands. Her daughter, Kiara, had been suffering from an ear infection and had a prescription sent to a Fred Meyer pharmacy. Terry went to the Fred Meyer in Hillsboro first. When she got there, she realized this was the wrong store. She still purchased some items there, and her receipt is timed at 9:12 a.m. Terry then drove to the Fred Meyer in Beaverton along Southwest Walker Road, which is where the prescription for Kiara had actually been sent. After completing her Fred Meyer stops, she then went to Magic Dry Cleaners in Beaverton, where she dropped off some of Kane's clothes to be cleaned. The owner of the dry cleaner has said that Terry came in and said she left with Kiara in the car while she dropped off the clothes. Okay. Now, while she was in Beaverton, she also went to Michael's craft store. She is known to have left there around 10 a.m. Terry's movements are basically accounted for from the time she left the school at 8:45 a.m. until she finished up in Beaverton just around 10 a.m. After this time, things are less clear. Terry said that Kiera was distressed with the ear infection and that the movement of the car seemed to help settle her. They apparently drove around, just went on a drive for about 90 minutes while Terry waited for her medicine to take effect. Some reports do say Terry made a phone call at around 10:39 a.m. that day, but this has never been confirmed as we know of. The next confirmed movement of Terry came around 11:39 a.m. She went to her gym, which is called 24 Hours Fitness in Beaverton. Then she left Kiera to the gym's daycare while she worked out for the better part of the next hour, eventually picking up Kiera a little afternoon and chatting with her friends for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then Terry left the gym at about 12:40 and drove the 11 miles back to her home. She arrived home, right before 1 p.m. Then she got on Facebook at about 1:21 and began uploading photos, to Facebook. And she titled one June 2010, which included photos of Kiera and Kyron. This is when the photo of Kyron at the science fair that morning was uploaded online, the one I just showed you. Around that time, she also emailed Kyron's teacher asking when she should come and pick up his project and bring him home. Kane then returned home, her husband, from the office at around that time. It has been reported that he intended to work at home for the rest of the day. At about 3:30 p.m., Kane, Terry, and Kiera all left the house to walk to the bus stop to meet Kyron. When the bus arrived, Kyron did not get off. Kane and Terry spoke with the bus driver and discovered that that Kyron had never boarded after school. So they quickly called the school to let them know the situation. Then Terry called 911 while she and Kane were driving to Kyron's school trying to figure out what was going on. At 3:46 p.m., Skyline Elementary Secretary Susan Hall also called 911 to report Kyron as being missing. Okay. Anyway, the Multnomah County Sheriff Office arrived at Skyline Elementary at about 4 p.m. that afternoon. I think the grown-ups in this case figured out quickly that they had lost a lot of time in this case. Kyron was last seen at like 8:45 a.m. and it was after 3 p.m. before anybody realized he was gone, which is crazy because the teachers, if he was at the science fair at first, why come they didn't realize that he was gone afterwards? Okay. They said the family didn't know that he wasn't at school. His teacher didn't see him. So we are feeling like we are behind the 8 ball here. Anyway, Kyron's school, Skyline Elementary, was located right next to a large forested area and surrounded by tall grasses and hills. This made it hard to search as there was no clear line of sight. The school did not have CCTV at this time, so the police had to rely on witness statements when beginning their search. That's sad. Okay, due to the science fair, the campus had essentially been open to the public that day. There had been a large number of people coming and going, and as a one-off, nobody had been required to check in at that school office. This made it very hard for police to know where to begin when questioning people who had been on the school grounds. This is sad. They should have still locked them doors. Police determined that Kyron was last confirmed to be seen at about 8:45 that morning, 8:45 a.m. There was one report that said he had been seen at 9 a.m., but that claim was later retracted. Many people have questioned why nobody at the school followed up on Kyron's absence. I believe this was due to apparent miscommunication. That was written in the article. Terry apparently told teachers on June the 4th that Kyron had a doctor's appointment, and that is where the faculty assumed he was after. That's what they assumed he went after the science fair. But the doctor's appointment had actually been booked for the week after. Okay, on June the 11th. Kyron's teacher assumed he would return to school after his appointment, and nobody raised the alarm when he did not come back. They all assumed he was with Terry, which is crazy because when you bring a child to school, you should be signing them out when you leave with your child, like they do, you know, at schools now. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, at about 5:30 p.m., a text was sent to all parents who had kids in the Portland School District using the district's rapid broadcast message system. The text message read, Kyron Horman did not arrive at home today. Anyone with information was asked to contact police. As it was now essentially the weekend, police found it difficult to contact parents and students and arrange for them to be questioned. Police did find a physical search on Friday night. They began a physical search on Friday night. Now, the first search began at about 8 or 9 p.m. And then after 8:15 p.m. Actually, I got the wrong. Let me restate that. The first search began at 8:05 p.m. And then afterwards, at about 8:15 p.m., let me let that phone call go off real quick. Hold on, y'all. Damn. Okay, thanks. Anyway, shortly after, at about 8:15 p.m., Lieutenant Mary Lindstrand also arrived at the school and met with people who were there. She then began emailing a photo of Kyron to local media. Okay, then Deputy Mark Huron, the search and rescue coordinator, arrived at about 8:25 p.m. So, like at 9:48 p.m., Mountain Wave and Emergency Communication and Search and Rescue Group based in Gresham also arrived at the school. And at 10:40 p.m., officers reported that they had completed a search of Skyline School, including all the crawl spaces, storage areas, classrooms, and outbuildings. They had also searched the Horman's house. At about 10:44, though, a tipster called 911 to make sure officers checked the train tunnel in the area near the school. The caller said sometimes kids play in there and wants to make sure someone checked that area. Hey, Coach Jude, thank you for coming in, hon. Um, the search on the first night wrapped up at about 3:23 a.m. on Saturday morning. The search began again on Saturday, just hours later, at about 5 a.m. They had volunteers, tracking dogs, the police, and everybody out there trying to find Kyron. Okay. Most of the search efforts were focused on the 2-mile area surrounding the school. Police also looked in a nearby Swaby Island, which was about 6 miles, which is around 6 miles away from the school. They really focused on the area surrounding the Island Bridge, which crossed the Columbia River, but they would never publicly state why they were so interested in this area following Kyron's disappearance. Then Terry posted on Facebook at 8:58 a.m. on Sunday, June the 6th, saying she had ordered missing person flyers. The search for Kyron proved fruitless. On June the 9th, 5 days after he was last seen, Kyron's family released this statement. And they were just basically telling everybody thank you and blase blase. Anyway, the physical search for Kyron was halted after 10 days. Okay, so they stopped it. It had been the largest search in Oregon history and had involved 1,300 searchers from 3 states. Okay, the sheriff's office announced after the day 10 that the investigation would now become a full-scale criminal investigation. The FBI became involved in the search during the first week. They had not only dispatched their behavior analyst unit to help create a profile for Kyron, but had also deployed their child kidnapping rapid deployment team. The family held a press conference on June the 11th. Desiree was living in Medford, Oregon at the time. Kyron vanished, but she had traveled to Portland to assist in the search. Desiree is his actual biological mom. Both Desiree and Terry were seen crying at the press conference. And of course, they have here, but I'm not going to play it, okay? By the end of June, the reward for Kyron's case had grown to $50,000. Terry's father spoke to people at this time. When people asked him whether he thought his daughter would be arrested, he replied with tears in his eyes, "It's a 50-50." Wow. The tide started to turn against Terry very quickly. She was the last person to see Kyron, and people started talking about that, y'all. In late June, Kane was told by police that Terry had offered their landscaper, Waldolfo Sanchez, a lot of money to kill him. That's crazy. You may see Rodolfo referred to as Rudy in media reports. Damn. That is crazy, y'all. Man, Rodolfo would later testify that Terry approached him in January 2010 and asked him to kill Kane. He was told to make it look like Kane was killed in a mugging. That is crazy. Terry denied this ever happened. So she wanted somebody to kill her husband and wanted it to look like a mugging. Now, why did she want to kill her husband? Anyway, police documents say that Terry told Rudy that Kane often carried around an excess of cash, so any attack on him would look like a mugging. Terry then allegedly told Rudy that he could keep the money that Kane would have on him, which was estimated to be around $10,000, as well as the laptop he constantly all around. So this BITCH was a fucking mess. Okay? Damn, she wanted him to kill her husband because I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, maybe she wanted his insurance money. I don't know. Rudy told police that Terry wanted him to kill Kane because he had been abusive and planning to divorce her and take custody of Kiera. Okay. Investigators convinced Rudy to confront Terry while wearing an audio surveillance device, but they were unable to obtain any evidence and could not make an arrest. Damn, this lady was doing the most. On June the 28th, Kane did file for divorce, and he also obtained a restraining order against Terry. In the divorce filing, Kane stated that he believed Terry was involved in the disappearance of his son, Kyron. The divorce was eventually granted, and Terry was only allowed to see Kiera during supervised visits. All of the Horman family took polygraph tests. Terry was the only one that seemed to have trouble passing it. She took 2 tests between June the 4th and June the 25th. She failed one and apparently walked out of the second one after she became frustrated by the questioning. That's crazy. Police then began to focus on the 90-minute time frame on the morning of June the 4th that Terry said she drove around with Kiera, trying to ease her earache. There was no way they could verify that's what she did. Okay. Flyers with details of Terry's case were distributed, asking anyone who has seen it that morning to contact the police. Over the years, the possibility of Terry's phone pinging off a tower near the island has been discussed. If it did ping near there, this may explain why police focused their search efforts there. Okay? Anyway, they never did confirm that. It also emerged publicly at this time that Terry's son James had moved out of the home he shared with the Hormans. He had gone to live with his grandparents. He had moved out just months before Kyron vanished. This led to people to question why. Did his leaving have something to do with Terry's state of mind? in behavior at that time. Anyway, after Terry and Kane split up, Terry very quickly moved on with a man named Michael Cook. Michael had gone to school with Kane and had participated in the search for Kyron. Terry also retained an attorney by the end of June, a man named Stephen House. In July 2010, a Multnomah County grand jury subpoena several friends of Terry, including Dee Dee Fincher, who Desiree and Kane described as having been in a close communication with Terry and providing Terry with support and advice that is not in the best interest of our son. Okay. Police said that Dee Dee was extremely cooperative and allowed a search of her property and car. She was also questioned for hours by police. Anyway, her movements are sketchy on the day of Kyron's disappearance. Dee Dee abruptly left her work gardening for a homeowner on Germantown Road in Northwest Portland around 11:30 a.m. and then returned 90 minutes later. She also allegedly helped Terry purchase an untraceable cell phone. Dee Dee spoke to the media and said, "There's this horror that my friend is going through. If I thought for a second that she was capable of foul play, I would have not been there. She would not be my friend in the first place." Cade and Desiree were also subpoenaed by the grand jury in August 2010. This is crazy, y'all. In 2010, police announced they were looking to identify a second person who had allegedly been seen in Terry's truck on the day Kyron disappeared. Bruce McCain, a former sheriff for the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office, told CBS News the identity of that second person, if she or he even exists, could be critical in determining what happened to Kyron after 9 p.m. on June the 4th. On November 2010, the search for Kyron had cost around $1.4 million, and police had investigated 4,257 tips. Damn. Anyway, Sheriff Dan Station said at the end of 2010, the scope is narrowing. My belief is that we should be close to something by then. That's why I set the time frame that I did. While we may not be at an arrest or an indictment phase, we are going to have it narrowed down to a point where we may be calling out a suspect and identifying certain people or things. Anyway, emails that Terry had sent to friends came to light around the end of 2010. Terry seemed to blame Kyron for her marriage troubles in these emails. Now, how are you going to blame a child for your marriage troubles? This is crazy. Terry also described her husband as being overbearing and described him as being overall toxic. And it was she said that the household was unstable. Now they don't know if this was true or if this woman was just making this up. Okay. In that email, they also said that she used language that concerned those with access to them. Okay, and those people are Desiree Young, which is Kyron's birth mom, who later said some things about these emails. Okay. Anyway, it's very clear from Terry's horrible words that she had a severe hatred for Kyron and that she blamed a lot of the marital problems on Kyron, that young little boy. Okay. Anyway, things seemed to move very quickly in the case until they didn't. By the end of the year, things had started to quiet down in Kyron's case. In June 2012, Desiree filed a suit against Terry. The civil suit claimed Terry was responsible for the disappearance of Kyron. In addition to seeking approximately $10 million in damage, the suit was aiming at proving, if not criminally, then through civil court, that Terry had kidnapped Kyron. Terry attempted to delay the suit and she was denied by a federal court judge on August the 15th, 2012. During legal proceedings, Dee Dee Spencer refused to answer any of the 142 questions that were asked of her. Some of these questions were about her movements on June the 4th, 2010, as well as her contact with Terry on that day. She also refused to identify a photo of Kyron and declined to say whether she knew Kane. In 2012, Kane also said in a hearing that police told him they have more probable cause to think Terry Horman was involved in Kyron's disappearance than they did 2 years ago. Despite all of this, Desiree dropped the suit against Terry in July 2013. She did so as to not interfere with the police investigation. Terry and Kane divorce was fully finalized in 2013. Kane was awarded full custody of Kiera. And Kiera is Terry's biological daughter, but Kane adopted Kiera. In 2013 and 2014, Terry petitioned to the court to be able to change her name. She tried first to change her name to Claire Stella Sullivan. The judge denied the request due to the ongoing investigation into Kyron's disappearance. Okay, she tried again for 4 months. She tried again 4 months later and requested that her name be changed to Claire Keisel. She told the court that she needed a new name to start a new life without having the stigma of Horman attached to it. She said she couldn't find a job in the past 4 years. She also said her life had been threatened and she was worried about her safety. In 2014 of December, Terry changed her mind and withdrew her name change request. In 2016, Terry appeared on the Dr. Phil show. When asked about why she had waited so long to speak out, Terry told Dr. Phil, I was advised from the beginning by law enforcement, by my husband at the time, by attorneys in the beginning not to say anything. I have always wanted to. I have asked multiple times to speak out and have not been allowed. When asked about what she thought what had happened to Kyron, she seemed to offer up a mysterious suspect, okay? She said there was a man in a white pickup truck, Ford, parked on Highway 30 at the 7-Eleven near the school. He was acting very strangely. He was addressed by one of the employees because he had been pacing back and forth in front of 7-Eleven for about an hour. It sure is a bunch. The guy, I'm not sure what the entire conversation was about, but I do know from these witnesses that this man asked the employees where the nearest school was. And the employees told him Skyline Elementary. I do not believe her, okay? 2016 was not a great year for Terry. She was arrested in California for driving a stolen car and had been booked in the Marion County Jail, later being released on bail. She also faced a charge for domestic abuse, having threatened her then living boyfriend with a knife. He ended up filing a restraining order against her. She was also charged with allegedly stealing a gun from her roommate. Desiree, Kyron's biological mom, spoke to the media after these events. She said everything that's been happening is just what we already know about her true nature and that she is a criminal. I think that when she goes out there and grants interviews with Dr. Phil and continues to lie and not give us anything of value is somewhat frustrating because we are still here dealing with the aftermath. Every day living without answers and living without Kyron. That's what Desiree, Kyron's biological mom, said. In 2018, Terry remarried again in Nevada. She married a man named Jose de Jesus Van Crez Martinez on March the 17th in Clark County, Nevada. June the 4th, 2020, marked 10 years since Kyron's disappearance. He was due to turn 18 in September the 2020 and should have been graduating. So now he would be 18, 19, 21. He would be 21. All of the markers are really hard, as Desiree told Oregon Live at that time. The fact that I don't get to be a part of that, it makes me angry. Someone took that away from us, and it's not right. 10 years is hard, Desiree said. I hope we aren't here in a year. I wanted Terry to do the right thing. I wanted her to end this torture, she added. We just want to bring Kyron home. This is crazy. Anyway, his biological mom, Desiree, has been the most vocal person in Kyron's family, and she pushes his case to this day. Okay, so the most recent updates are just from a couple months ago in mid-February 20, no, a year ago in mid-February of 2022. Hold on for a second, y'all. Let me let this go out. Okay, let me mute this real quick. Okay, I muted my phone. I'm about to start muting my phone when I get on live. I always forget to. Anyway, I said that her most recent updates was like a year ago, February 2022. I don't know if she updated it anytime this year. She probably did. Anyway, Desiree organized a rally alongside supporters outside the Multnomah County's DA's office. She said she tried to set up a face-to-face meeting with DA Mike Smith since last year, but it hasn't happened. She said, I want the DA to know who I am and to know who Kyron is. I want him to make Kyron a priority again. Okay. So at the time that Kyron disappeared, he was 3 feet 8 inches and he weighed about 50 pounds. He had brown hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing a black t-shirt with the letters CSI in green and a handprint graphic on it. He had on black cargo pants, white socks, and black Skechers sneakers with orange trim. He wears metal frame glasses. And if anybody has any information concerning this case, please contact the local tip line at 503-261-2847. Again, 503-261-2847. And you know what, y'all, that's a damn shame. This whole entire case, this is a picture of him again. He's been missing since 2010, if I'm not mistaken, all these years. And you know what, honestly, I hate to say it, I think she has something to do with it. I really do. And she set up a little alibi, but she could have got somebody else to do it. She could have even walked out to school with him. You can encourage your kid to lie. You know what I'm saying? Because the kid was so young and things like that. I just don't know. Or either I don't know. Or either she had somebody go in there and do it, or maybe somebody did walk inside there. And grabbed her. But I don't know, because she is kind of suspicious. You know what I'm saying? Very suspicious. Just all the stuff, then all that stuff she did. Her criminal background and the domestic abuse, threatening people and stuff like that. You just really can't put it past her. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. That is crazy. Let me see if I can see anything else about this. Any updates? Yeah, that is crazy. They were still asking for him to come home, to bring him home, all them years later and stuff. And they are still keeping the story going too, okay? Because they have a whole Facebook page and everything devoted to Kyron. And like I said, now he would be like, what, 21? That's sad. Just too sad. But my prayers are expressed out to his parents. And hopefully one day soon, they will find out exactly what happened to this little boy. That is crazy. And then you got to wonder, okay, so if they did something to him, what did they do with his body? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that she could have, I'm saying might could, because I don't know, hired somebody. I don't know. And why didn't they have cameras? Like they said they didn't have cameras back in 2010 in the school, but they do. Of course, they had cameras. I'm trying to figure out why come they didn't have those in the school, because 2010 is not alone. It's not like back in the 80s or anything like that. You see what I'm saying? And my kids was in school then, and I remember seeing surveillance cameras in their schools and stuff. I don't know why they didn't have it in her school, in this school. I mean, and the thing about it, the person who took him probably knew that, you know. All this time. That's crazy. And I know the mom probably wishes that she could have kept full custody of her child, and took care of her child versus leaving, her husband getting full custody because maybe he would be alive now. But the thing about that puzzles me is the fact that in the emails that Terry wrote, right, she was saying she was blaming Kyron's for the divorce. Kyron for the divorce. So that right there is somewhat of a motive, and I guess since police can't find no true proof, this is why they can't really do anything. Just like in some of those other cases that I went over yesterday and the other day, the police couldn't find no real proof against these husbands. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they may believe that the husband did something to his wife, but they don't have 100% proof. So therefore, or evidence, they can't arrest the people. Just like in this case right here, they can't find no 100% proof that Terry actually did this. Because she did have her daughter, and I'm pretty sure, you can't have kids lie, but all these years later, and since the daughter is staying with the stepdad, or was staying with the stepdad, don't you think she would have told her stepdad the real truth? So I'm thinking that if Terry did do it, she had somebody go in there and take him. And maybe even somebody the little boy knows, because he went with the person without any hesitation. But why come nobody at the school saw anything? That's weird. You mean to tell me they was that focused on a science fair, they didn't notice when a child left? Even if you don't have surveillance cameras, you should know when a child leaves the school, because you're supposed to take account. I used to teach you're supposed to take account and know when a child comes or leaves. And then they assume that Terry took the child with on a doctor's appointment, when he wasn't in class. They should have made sure, though. Damn, this is weird. The whole case is weird. It took a long time to start searching for this little boy, and this is why they probably couldn't find him. They should have been searching for him way before that time, you know. And I pray that this lady did not have anything to do with his kidnapping, but I don't know, because she seems kind of suspicious to me. What do you guys think in the comment section or whatever when you watch this in the replay? Do you think that the stepmom has something to do with this disappearance of Kyron? And what do you think he's at right now? I think he was killed. I hate to say that. I really do. And probably buried. You know? But whoever did this is cold, man. How can you do that to a little child? 10 years old. He was 7 years old, wasn't he? And he looked so happy in that picture. He was so happy. And then that would be cruel. You let him go to the science fair and you let him be happy as ever. And then you take all that away by killing him. And if she did it over, divorce. And then remember this too. It was said that they found evidence that she arranged that dude to kill her husband and make it look like a mugging. So I don't know, y'all. I'm just thinking that she seems like a suspect. She really does. I don't know for sure, but she just seems like one. But again, I hope they do find out exactly what happened to this little boy, to bring closure to his family, and justice served on the person that did this, point blank. And my condolences are expressed out to the family, and my sympathy. That's a sad story, 7 years old, man. I don't like hearing about kids being kidnapped or killed or anything else. It's sad. Why do people, target little kids? It's crazy. And some women and men get jealous of kids in relationships. That is crazy as ever. Coach, dude, that picture is a trip. Everybody using his picture. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he was pissed off in that picture. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. But anyway, y'all, that's it for the missing people, the serial killer, and all the other missing stories that I went over this week. I hope you guys remember those. I hope you go to YouTube, read more about these cases, because you never know. Somebody in your family could become missing, and somebody maybe, you just never know. It's just always good to show concern about other people's situations. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. And again, my prayers are expressed out to all of these victims, family members, to the victims that got away, or the victim that got away in this serial killer murder and things, you know. And my sympathy is expressed out to all of these family members and friends as well. That's a sad, sad thing when you have a family member or a child that is kidnapped and, just disappeared or killed. You know what I'm saying? Sad thing. All right, so that reaction time is over. We have like another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to end this because I went over a little bit. But when you're telling stories like this, you can always, go over, and that's just on everything. But anyway, let me address something about last night when that stupid little troll person came over here doing the most. I told you guys last night that I kind of know who it is because this person either was told to come and troll my page or either he just did it on his own. You know what I'm saying? And if he was told to do it, to the person who told him to do it, you are a despicable person. Okay? And that's just on everything. Clearly, you don't have a life either. Because if you did, you would not be instructing this clown to come over here to this small YouTube channel and troll me. And I'm not even messing with him, talking to him, or anything else. All right? I don't know what he thought he accomplished last night because he didn't accomplish anything. He never was going to make me lose my focus. Please. Or get mad because he's not even worth it. You really just wasted your time. I went back and I listened to my entire video, including the part when he came in, and he actually was looking like a moron the way I was talking to him. He's lucky that he was on camera. He was lucky that it's not one of my other YouTube page, because I would have cussed him clean out for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people sit up on YouTube. Now, trolls who like to just have fun and just acting silly and ain't doing no harm is one thing. But a troll who gets up on YouTube and tries to talk about a person when he looks like shit, okay, is totally crazy. I don't understand why people do this, okay? He was sitting up there saying stupid stuff last night. Didn't even make sense. Let me clarify a couple things because I said I was going to do this. So I did read the messages later on last night so I can laugh even further. The clown said, I'm bald. In case he watches this video, because I know he's a stalker, okay, I'm a long way from being bald-headed. I have a head full of hair. I don't know where you get your information from. I just don't know if you're more crazier than what I thought or just plain stupid, all right? I mean, just say stupid crap. I mean, stuff that just don't even make no sense. And then he say dark as ever. When you look at this picture, I'm just straight up brown. Now, if this is the person that I think it is, I'm not lying when I say he's dark as this back thing right here. Okay, so why would you come online and call somebody else black? And even if he wasn't as dark as this, you being a black person or also known as a brown person, why do you do things like this? This is why so many black people have issues with their skin color. Don't do this, dude, when you are brown yourself. You're very brown, okay? You're very brown. Dark, dark, dark. So why are you talking about anybody? Are you ashamed of your color? Are you ashamed of brown people's skin color? Because I don't know why you would bring that into the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? See, because I only call you excessively dark when you said what you did, which is totally crazy, you know? And then he said, he was trying to talk about my kids. My kids don't give two craps about him, don't even know him, don't care what he say. This dog looks like crap, okay? That's what he looks like. This dog looks like crap. Matter of fact, I shouldn't even call him a dog. I should call him, I don't know what I should call him. All animals looks better than him. So this piece of crap looks like shit that's in the toilet. So what is he talking about? And that's on everything. You know what I'm saying? So why would you get up and talk about anybody's kids? All of my kids look better than you. You go online and pick out one of the most horrible pictures that you can pick out, I guess, and then you try to talk about somebody. They don't give two craps about you, my guy. You don't have anything. Like I said before, my one daughter has a doctoral degree, okay? Very successful, and so is her husband, who is a professor at a college, university. My other daughter is successful as well. My son is successful, has a master's. My other three kids here are successful in what they're doing. My good guy, you are a loser. I said that last night. When you do have kids, if you don't tame them correctly, they are going to be a loser just like their dad, okay? just like their dad. Okay, because only losers get up on a social media YouTube channel at 12 something a.m. at night and plays on a channel. Who does this? You are grown as ever. You're not a kid. Okay, why are you doing these type of things? Then, y'all, he wanted to talk about DoorDash. First of all, I don't work at DoorDash. I don't even work at Uber. I'm an independent driver, you clown. You can't talk about nobody's career considering the job that you do. Okay? Keep on making that little bitty money that you make. Because, baby, let me let you know something. I don't have to worry about money like that. Okay? I work wherever I choose to. I don't work like that anyway. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so get it right. I do Uber Eats, okay, my guy, because I choose to, not because I just got to. All right? But you go out there walking to work and catching buses and trains because you got to. All right? Like I said, you are a loser. LOSER. You are a loser. And I mean that on everything. You don't got nothing to do besides, oh, no, 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 hell to Satan. That's all you do. All right? You don't have anything to do. You don't have no real life. It's going downhill. Okay? It's downhill. You're not a happy person. That's why you be online trolling everybody and posing as other people, also posing as people you're supposed to be friends with and backstabbing. That's all you do. You are a child, okay, in a man's body. You are a kid in a man's body. Grow up, my guy. I'm going to put some restrictions on my page that's going to be so strict, dude. You're not even going to be able to really come over here. Okay, you know you better not call me because you know you're always going to get blocked after I cuss you out if I choose to talk to you. You can leave whatever voice message you want to too because I don't listen to them, you clown. Okay, so I don't know what else you can do. I just don't know. You can go put up whatever pictures you want to. I don't give two shits because I still look better than you. Okay, and let me let you know something. You said Photoshop. Let me tell you something. I don't Photoshop pictures, babe. These are my true self. That's exactly what I look like, you clown. Yeah, I put makeup on, do the makeup app. It's not real makeup, though, my guy. It's makeup apps, okay? Because I don't really wear no makeup. The only makeup that I do wear, and I started wearing this not too long ago, is a little concealer underneath my eyes because I wear glasses, okay? And glasses stop a lot of things, a lot of sun from coming to your eyes and things like that, okay? But I don't sit up here and do what your women do. Wear a face full of makeup, trying to look like somebody they are not, okay? I don't wear false titties, false ass, or anything. All of this is me for real, all right? Just like that's me for real in that picture. I don't catfish. I don't put up fake pictures or anything like that. That's what you do, okay? That's what you do. You sit in the dark. You don't want anybody to really see you. Baby, I got on camera a couple times, even in some of my videos, a lot of my videos. Ain't no darkness. It's me. No Photoshop, no nothing. Okay? I don't wear weaves or anything. When I do put on a wig, it's for TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Or YouTube shorts just to look a little different. Okay? I don't wear fake nails or nothing. That's your women. Now, granted, there's nothing wrong with fake fingernails or fake hair. You do what you want to. I'm addressing this clown and only this clown. Okay? And when he come on my channel and he says certain things, I want to correct him so he can get it right next time. Okay, and this is why I said I'm address his foolishness in this live today, because he don't know what the hell he's talking about. And then you say a certain person don't want me, boy. Okay, I'm not giving you any information regarding that. You can say whatever you want to about that dude, because I'm not. You can say anything you want to. You can say whatever you claim he told you or whatever he told you, whatever the hell you want to do. Okay, I'm still not telling you any information. Okay, if you want to know any information about him or I or whatever you're trying to find out, go ask him about it. Okay, let me tell you one thing though. Anybody I have ever talked to, anybody, it hasn't been that they didn't want me. It's been the other way around, my guy. So get it right. All right, get it right. I'm not single, okay? I'm not having sex with 50,000 men, okay? I don't have what's name, putting people out there to do stuff they shouldn't be doing. That's what you do. I don't do that, okay? I've been with the same person for 20-some years, and we are not divorced yet. Okay, so if I chose to stay married, he would stay married. So whatever information you think you know, you don't get it right, my guy. Whoever telling you stuff is not telling you the 100% true information. That's why when you want to know about Shades Tube, you need to come and ask Shades Tube so you can get the shit right. So when you choose to go online and say stuff, you will get it correct, my guy. That's what you will. You would get it very correct. But when you go around and try to say stuff and you don't know what you're talking about, you are the one that looks like a fool. Okay? But what you need to do instead of playing on Facebook, YouTube, not on Facebook, on YouTube, and trying to go look up information, take your dumb ass back to school. Okay? Not college, but high school. Okay? Learn how to type for real, for real. Okay? Because you misspell every word that you type just about. All right? And learn how to troll correctly. Because anybody can tell that all these people are you or either connected to you. A 4-year-old could tell that. And get yourself a life so you won't have time to sit here and harass, because that's what it's called. People on YouTube, certainly not me. I don't give a shit who else you harass because they got to stand up for themselves. But don't be up here harassing me, my guy, because see, you think I don't know your real name. You think I don't know your real address. Keep on harassing me and find out. You better go ask that person you talk to. Don't Shades Tube know how to get stuff real quick, easy. You better ask that person. You think another blogger and some other bloggers know how to get information. I'm the queen of it. When I dedicate time to do something, I can do it successfully. So take your dumb ass and do something constructive with your life. Find out about a true religion and get right with that too. Okay? Do something constructive with your life versus trolling Shades Tube. And if somebody told you to do it, clearly they're just using you for whatever purpose they're trying to obtain, which I got a couple of ideas in my mind, but I'm not going to say it here. Okay? You are the idiot. All right? That's what you are. An idiot. You're never going to spoil my day. I'm still going to have fun. I'm still going to enjoy life and be positive. Oh, one more thing you said, broke. My guy, if I was so broke, why do people always ask me to give them money? And I don't ask for it back. Why do I go out and help homeless people all day? No, you're broke. That's why you be out there walking and catching trains, baby. I have a car. Okay, even when I didn't have a car, I had a car. And guess what? That ex of mine bought it for me. We're not even together. We're separated. Let's see an ex buy you a car and do other things. You people be online talking bullshit that you don't know what you be talking about. Okay? Cut that shit out. Especially talking about me, because you don't know shit about me other than what I say on YouTube. Or what you think you have found when you ain't found shit. Find that real information. And that information will let you know, boy, I do not play around. That information will let you know that. And that's all I'm going to say to your dumb ass. Okay? And the next time you come on my chat, you're just going to get blocked, 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 blocked. I don't give a damn if you make 100 profiles. You're going to be blocked, 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 blocked. All right, my guy? In any other place you speak on in regards to me on my pages, you're going to be blocked. You're wasting your time. You won't even get a reply other than me calling you a stupid bitch. All right? Keep on doing what you do because you don't have a life. Okay? You are a loser. Now, I'm done with this clown, y'all. Let me tell her just have a good day. Hold on. I got to get ready to go out. I got to go. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I got to go get finished. I got to get finished getting ready for to go out and to start my day. That's why I did this live loud. Early, because I knew that today I'm probably going to be out doing a lot of stuff. I'm not going to have time to do it. And I need to go give my daughter this money to get this book. They be charging so much for these school books, but this one is actually cheap at $100 and some dollars. Because usually, sometimes books at school runs $300-400. I remember paying $300 and $400 for like law books and stuff like that when I was in a law program and in business management. Um, I didn't really get a chance to buy too many books for the medical stuff because I didn't stay in it long enough. I mean, I bought some things, but not like, in the law stuff, and then definitely not in business management because that's what I got my degree in, business. But yeah, those books can really run expensive. So I got to give her that money. Actually, David gave her that money, but he gave it to me to give to her. And then I got to go pick up this groceries and y'all, I'm touching up my nails. I don't like my nails looking tripped out. Go pick up these groceries all before I started doing Uber Eats. And I just paid out a lot of damn money, almost $4,000. So when I was that story I was telling you guys about yesterday, I'm gonna let you guys know the first story that I told you about in that video was a trick thing for you guys to see if you was listening. Because if you would have guessed who I was talking about, I would have gave that person a small cash out for lunch today. But since nobody took the time to answer the question, Shades Tube is going to take their money and give it to a homeless person today so they can eat. That's what I'm going to do. So I was telling you guys about the disappearance of this little boy who wanted to go outside with his brother, his older brother, and play with his toy boat, or either I think it was a paper boat. And I told you the little boy was seen, or he was standing by a drain, or whatever I said last night, and he disappeared. And I told you it's rumored that somebody was in the drain talking to him and telling him that they was his friend and they wasn't going to do anything to him, and that they have his boat. He has his boat, and here's your boat. Once the boy started talking to him, and so the little boy reached for his boat, and the person in the drain or the sewer grabbed him. You guys didn't even catch on to that. Good and damn well, ain't nothing in no drain. You should have known that that was from the movie It, okay? And it's the little boy, Georgie. I even said that the little boy had on a yellow raincoat, and then I said that it was rainy, and I said that his older brother felt, what's name for letting his younger brother go outside by himself. You know what I'm saying? He felt guilty. I told you guys all of that. You didn't catch on to it. So if somebody would have answered that question that I put up there, and they would have answered it correctly and told me that, Shay, aren't you talking about the It movie? Then I would have said yes and gave you a $25 lunch cash app to go out to eat today. But you guys didn't do that, so you missed out on it. And so from time to time, I'm going to do random stuff like that just to see if you're paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And just to make it more interesting. But since you guys failed that first one, we'll try it again sometime. Okay, sometime. Like I said, it would have probably been more, but since I just paid out $4,000 and get ready to pay out some more damn money today, I'm not gonna be able to do no more than $25. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot of shit to pay. You know what I'm saying? And nobody does cash apps, so I just can't be doing too much and everything. But that was something that I thought about, to do just to make it more interesting versus me just telling stories all the time about people missing and making everything be sad and stuff. But y'all didn't catch it, so you missed out. All right, but we will try again sometime soon. I'm not gonna tell you when, because I'm just gonna do it. And y'all know y'all seen that movie It. Okay, Georgie, you should have known. But anyway, hey, that's what happens. All right. So anyway, guys, we are getting ready to get through with this video. I went 48 minutes over. So we are getting ready to get out of here. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks to Don Play for coming by, showing support. Thank you so much. Who is that in that picture? Okay. And you got another picture here. Let's see who is that. Oh my God. Who is that? Okay, Don Play. And then Adam Fierce, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Coach Stu, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Y'all been tripping me out with changing these profile pictures. I'm gonna change mine because I think LJ was saying I look scary on this picture right here on my profile picture. Maybe I do look like a witch, but did you ever think about maybe that's the look I was going for? Stop. That's why I got on a dark lipstick and a dark eyeshadow and all that shit. That's just actually an app. That's not no real makeup that I got on. Okay, that's an app. The wig is the wig I had on, and I just used the app to change the color to make the picture look a little bit more scarier. He didn't realize I'm going for that witchy look. I'm not a witch or anything, but I just thought it would be funny. You know what I'm saying? Y'all scaring asses. But anyway, it'll probably stay for a few more days or so whenever I get a chance to change the profile picture, because I don't want y'all thinking I'll be doing witchcraft or no weird shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know how y'all crazy y'all be thinking. The very main people who don't be looking like witches are the ones that's doing that witchcraft. I'm gonna let you know, public service announcement. I don't engage in witchcraft, okay? Or demonology or satanic shit or anything like that, okay? So when you see silly little pictures like this up, I'm not doing it because I engage in this stuff. I just think it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I talk about ghost stories and stuff, I'm not talking about it because I do that type of shit. I'm talking about it to keep you guys in the know. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, thank you to everybody who came in my chat today. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody in the bushes, even the troll that's in the bush. Okay, and thanks to everybody who watches this in the replay. I appreciate everybody, even the trolls, okay? Because y'all still just give me a view, stupid ass, okay? And make those hours increase. Y'all stupid as hell. All right? Anyway, y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoy these stories. Not enjoy these stories, but if you enjoy this live, okay? Because the stories are sad, okay? And hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And y'all, Shades 2 will be back, God willing. And my plan is to come back on Monday, but if something happened throughout the weekend that I want to tell you guys about, I will let you know about that throughout the weekend. Let me see if there's anything in the break. Oh, one thing before I leave, y'all, don't forget to do that Facebook lawsuit claim thing, because guess what? My sister just reminded me that it's going to be over today. I need to do mine. I told you guys all about it. I didn't even do it myself. But anyway, make sure you do that. Let me go to the site real quick so I can tell you guys. Hold on for one sec. I'm on the wrong damn page. Here it is right here. So you got to go to, let's see. Make sure you just, so it's ending today. So let's see. So go to this right here. Wait. And you know what? Before I go, let me fill mine out real quick. Online real quick. Because when I get off here, I know I'm not going to do it. Let's see. They need all this shit. So they got a simple form on, let me see. They take you through a lot of stuff. Okay, so wait a minute. So remember, you can receive some cash, okay, if you do that claim, okay? So make sure you do that claim. What are they talking about? Let's see. The day is August the 25th. Okay, so yeah, today is the deadline. Okay, you need to fill it out. I don't know why I was thinking it was September. Okay, you need to fill that out. Okay, you can opt out too if you don't want to be included in that settlement. I'm trying to see, object. You can object to it. If you do nothing, you won't get anything. So make sure you do something if you want that money. I don't know how much you can get. I think I told you guys this in a in another post. Okay, let me show you. This is a site right here you can go to do that claim. Okay, I know it's going to show upside down, but I'm going to tell you what this site is. It's going to be upside down. I don't even know why I'm showing it, because it's upside down. So anyway, it's let's see. If you go to, let me see where you go to. Shit. So, oh God, what site is this? Let's see, hold on, y'all. I don't know what site this is. I guess you can go to Google and type in Facebook settlement claim. I'm thinking it can work like that. And let me see if it'll work like that before I get off here. I got to hurry up too. You can go to Facebook settlement claim, I'm sure, on Google, right? Try doing that. Or you can go to Washington Post and you should see an article about it. And then it tells you to click on a lot of links and you'll go to the claim. Okay. But go ahead and fill that out today. They're going to ask you to sign something under verification and attest attestation under oath. Okay. And they're going to ask you, how do you want your money? Do you want to buy a MasterCard? And they do send it because I got a settlement from something and they sent me a card not too long ago. Anyway, or you can do it through PayPal or Venmo, or you can do it through direct deposit or Zelle. I rather have mine. I know it ain't gonna be that much. Whatever they make it like they're gonna give you so much money. This is crazy. But anyway, you can do that through any one of those. And this form is not long at all. This is the form right here. Let me show y'all. So look, if you had a Facebook account during that time, that time limit that they give you, go ahead and fill this out because it's not long. Get that money, if you can. You know what I'm saying? Why would you let them get away with not paying you for what they did? Okay. So you got to 11:59 p.m. Pacific time on my time. Okay. But just go ahead and fill that form out now. Fill out that claim now, just like I'm getting ready to do, because I know once I get off this computer, I'm not going to fill it out like always. I'm going to go ahead and get ready and forget about it. So I'm going to fill mine out right now. That's what I'm doing. This is what you guys need to do. Fill out that thing because it's not hard to claim. I got a damn headache, y'all. That's from staying up late. I didn't go to bed last night till 4 o'clock this morning. I got to stop doing that shit. Okay, and so I'm filling mine out right now. This is what y'all need to do. So you can get, I think I spelled that wrong. So you can get some damn money. Let me see how you spell this shit. My ass is always spelling shit wrong. Let me see. Because we don't want this to be messed up. I want to make sure I get this little money. Get all that money you can get. I don't give a shit how much money you got. You always get more. That's what's wrong with people. That's why they ask me staying poor and shit all the damn time. Don't be having money. Got to call people to ask them for money and shit. You know what I'm saying? See what's my zip code? I'm putting the wrong damn thing in here, y'all. Hold on. I'm just showing you how fast I'm doing this. This is what y'all need to do. Fill this stuff out and get your money. I'm telling you that on everything to get your money. Don't let these people get away with stuff. Any claim that you can get because somebody did something like data breach or whatever, you need to get it. And that's on everything. Because I'm telling you, if you owe them money, they're going to get it. And there you go. See how I filled this out so quick. So I guess the dates is between 2007 to December 2022. Let me see. Yes. And they want you to reside in the United States too. You can't be in another country trying to do this. Yeah, you have to be a Facebook user between May the 24th, 2007 to December 22nd, 2022. And I've been on Facebook so long. And they've been doing the most. No, I still got an account. Even if your account is deleted, you can put that in there. Okay. Now they're asking for your damn username. I don't even know what my username is. Shit. Let me see what my username is. That's the only thing I don't know is what my username is on thing. And then I got to go ahead and get ready real quick and get the hell out of here because I'm a little bit behind schedule. Let's see. What is my username on Facebook? Y'all, I got to go ahead and look because I don't know. I barely be on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I barely be on Facebook. It's so damn lame. I just don't like being on it no more. Let me see. Let me log into my account. It's private too, trolls, so you can't go to it. So I guess this is my username over here. I guess. Let me see. I guess it's this. I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna put this on here because I think this is it. I think that's it. How do you find out what your new username is? Okay, I'm just gonna put what they got on here. Shit, because I don't know. I'm gonna put this other name too because I got two names on here. One, this moron would never probably know. Next time I tell him I'm gonna speak Yoruba to his ass, so I can say everything that I want to say. He's not gonna understand it, but anybody who's watching my video that's in that speak that language will know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna speak entire Yoruba because I don't know it all the way, but I'm gonna ask my friend some certain words in that. He's gonna keep on too. I'm gonna do some other little things too, But I'm gonna ask my friend to give me some words in Yoruba, and I'm gonna say it to him. That way, it won't get blocked or anything. It's still the same email. So let's do this. So this form is very easy to fill out. As you see, I am filling this thing out right now. So if you want that share of that settlement, you need to make sure you put it on there. So now I'm gonna pick out how I want them to pay me. I think I'm just do a prepaid MasterCard because I don't want them in my business. So, okay, so So they're going to, when they do you that prepaid MasterCard, I guess they're going to deliver it through email. I don't need to answer no damn questions. Okay, so I got that done. So I'm going to get mine to a virtual. Now they want you to pick a damn 6-digit code to get your payment with that card. I'm going to put this on here so I won't forget it because my ass will forget that code. Let me see. I'm going to pick a code. I'm going to have to use something nobody could ever guess. For MasterCard. I got to do all this, y'all, Facebook. So that's how we're going to do that. If you want to do it through the virtual card, you can also have it go to Venmo or through Zelle, but I don't want them in my bank account, so I'm not giving them that information. Trust these damn people. So I just did the code, so they're going to verify. Wait. I'm wrong, y'all. They're going to send me a code. I'm so damn crazy. This is what happens when you don't read shit. Much like that moron does when he be trying to talk about somebody. So, yeah, you got to definitely read. Hold on, that's wrong. So they sent me a code. What did they send this code to my email? Let me get a new code. So they just did. Okay. No, do not save that damn information. I hate when they be asking for all this information. And then I got to open up another window. What the hell did I just do? Let's go through my Gmail and get that code real quick. So there it is right there for to get this code. Hey, they got to verify this email belongs to you. So that's why they send those damn codes out to you, okay? We're going to get that damn money, y'all. We are going to get that. We're going to get that money. Okay, here we go right here. What the hell did I do with this code? Okay, I got everything up except the right shit. Wait a minute, hold up. Let me get this damn thing. I hope I ain't make it go off. Here it is right here. Make sure you don't make it go out either. Okay, so let's see. There's the code right here. They take you through so much, y'all. I supposed to have filled this out when I first told you about this months ago. So now it's verified. Okay, so that's not the correct code. So they must have sent me another one. These people are fucking mess. Let me see. They sent me the second code. Let me go to it. That must have been the old code they sent me. So where's the other code? Let me see if I got the right code down. Oh, I wrote the wrong damn code. Like, yeah. Let's see. This is what you get when you be rushing. This is the code right here. This is the right code. Okay, let's do this right code on here, y'all. Let's do the right code. Okay, here we go. So I'm entering the right code now. Make sure I'm typing correctly because I'll be hitting different things. Okay, so that's a success. Okay, now when you finish doing the code, then you have to type your full name. I'm not typing my full name, but I'm going to type my name. And then you got to do your the day's date, which is already on here. And I got a stamp for 154. So I'm on time. And now everything is here. And so now I'm going to submit this. So that's what y'all need to do. Make sure you go on there and so they're going to give you confirmation and a copy of your claim within 2 to 3 days. You may also print this screen for your records. If you don't receive a confirmation email after 3 days, please check your spam filter. Okay, so I'm going to do this, close that. I'm going to close this one right here. Then I'm going to screenshot the claim information. And this is what y'all need to do. You need to screenshot that claim information just in case they don't send it to you. And that way you have the correlation ID number and all that stuff. Okay, and that's what you need to do. And there you go. Everything is filled out. I'm going to get a MasterCard virtual. And there you go. Let me make sure. So if you want to get this claim, go to WashingtonPost.com, okay, and it should be have an article about that telling you today is the last day to do the Facebook claim. Or you probably can go on Google and type in Facebook settlement claim, okay, and it'll probably bring it up. All right, you can do that and stuff. There you go. I got it done. I'm so happy about that. So make sure you fill out that claim if you want to be included in that lawsuit. If you want to opt out, you can also find forms to opt out as well. Okay. I'm not going to talk about no breaking news, y'all. Y'all do know that Brett, what's his name? What's the dude's name? The wrestler, Brett Ryan. Let me see if I can get this right so I won't say it the wrong way, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. So yeah, they did send me confirmation of the claim. I already got that already. I see it right there. Okay. Let me type his name in so I can give you his name right, because I'm always saying shit the wrong way. Let's see, Brett Ryan. I think his name Brett. Here it is right here. Yeah, Brett Ryan. I was right. Riot. And he died, okay, yesterday. All right, this is him. He used to be a WWE, fighter. That's who I'm talking about. And I remember him. So my condolences are expressed out to his family and friends and fans, and may he rest in peace. He was on WWE from 2000 to 2021. Then he went back on again in 2022. And he went on a Bray Riot. And I remember him, the big dude and stuff. He was only 36, y'all, and they claimed that he had a heart attack. Okay. And he was married. He divorced in 2017, but he was with this other chick until he died. He has 4 children too. Okay. And again, he allegedly died from a heart attack. And I don't know what it was brought on by either. Okay. I know people got speculations, but we don't know. Okay, for sure. All right. He did have an undisclosed illness since February, which was reportedly life-threatening. All right. They said he was making positive progress toward recovery, and he was medically cleared to be on WWE 2 weeks before his death. Okay. And they also claimed that he had CV-19, which made he already had an underlying heart problem, so it made that worse, and that's why he died of a heart attack. Okay, so there you go. You got that news. All right. Any other breaking news? Like I said, if something serious come up, I'll come back on the live throughout the weekend. Other than that, I'll see you guys on Monday at 7:30. You guys have a beautiful weekend, beautiful Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe, share, comment, and if you want to show financial support for this channel, you can do that at $ShadesTube. All financial contributions are used to make this channel better. Thank you so much, y'all. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Be blessed, and I'll see you in my next video. This is ShadesTube, and I am out. Peace out, y'all. Take care.